Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I am so glad you're here today because I'm actually really excited. Today, I'm going to show you step by step the simplest and arguably the easiest way to use Binance. Now, as most of you probably know, or maybe you're just finding out, Binance is the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange. And while it might look a little bit intimidating at first glance, with all the moving charts, the flashing numbers, and the complex buttons, I promise you, I truly promise you, once you break it down, it's incredibly user friendly. First things first, let's talk about getting you set up with an account properly. If you look right down there in the video description or the pinned comment, I've included a special registration link. Now, I highly recommend using that specific link. Why? Because it's going to give you a 50% fee payback and a $600 rewards. You see, in the world of crypto, those little fees can really add up over time. It's a huge advantage for your portfolio. It's basically free money staying in your pocket. So go ahead, take a second, click that link, and let's get started on this journey together. All right, so once you've clicked that link, you'll be taken directly to the official Binance signup screen. The process is pretty straightforward, but let's walk through it slowly, step by step, so no one gets lost. You can choose to sign up using your email or your mobile phone. Whichever one you feel more comfortable with, it really doesn't matter. They both work great. Go ahead and enter the email address you plan to use. Pro tip here. Make sure it's an account you have secure, regular access to. Underneath that, you'll see the terms and conditions. Take a quick peek, you know the drill. Check the agreement box at the bottom and hit that big continue button. Now, for security purposes, and Binance is very big on security, they are going to send a 6-digit verification code to that email or phone number you just provided. Open up your inbox, grab that code, and type it back into the Binance screen. Once that's done, it's time to set your password. Now listen closely here, because this is important. Your password needs to be at least 8 characters long. It needs at least one number and at least one uppercase letter. I always recommend using something unique. Don't use your cat's name. Safety first, always. If an inviter code entry screen appears, just double check that the code is in there so you actually get those discounts I mentioned, and then go ahead and finalize your sign up. Okay, so now you officially have an account. That's a huge first step. Next, we have to talk about know your customer verification. Now, I know it sounds like a chore, but this is a mandatory security step. You actually must complete this to deposit, withdraw, or trade. It basically protects you, your money, and the exchange from fraud. It's for everyone's peace of mind. Because this includes a facial scan, it is much easier to do this on your mobile phone than a clunky webcam. So go ahead and grab your phone, install the Binance app from the App Store or Google Play. Once it's launched, just log in with the account we just created. As soon as you log in, the app is pretty smart. It will usually proceed immediately to the verification screen. Confirm your nationality and then choose which ID card you want to use. You can use a resident registration card, a driver's license, or even a passport. Honestly, just proceed with the most convenient one you have nearby right now. They usually process them all within about 5 minutes anyway. It's very fast. Select Take Pictures and hit Continue. You'll need to take a clear photo of the front and the back of your ID. Make sure there's no glare from the lights and that the text is totally readable. After that, it's time for the selfie part. Fit your face into the oval frame on the screen and follow the instructions. It might ask you to blink or turn your head slightly. Once that's done, just confirm your personal info like your name and address, select your occupation from the list, and you're set. You can verify that your KYC is complete by checking your profile screen in just a few minutes. We're moving right along. But before we put even a single cent into the account, we need to lock the doors and bolt the windows. Let's set up two-factor authentication, or 2FA. This is your second line of defense. Think of it like a second key to a vault. Jump back over to your PC screen for a second. Click on Security under the Account tab in the left-hand menu. look for Authenticator app and click Manage. When you click Enable, Binance will send a verification code to your phone or email just to make sure it's really you. Once you enter that, a QR code window will appear. Stop right there. Leave that right there for a moment. Now, grab your phone again and download the Google Authenticator app. Once it's installed, click Get Started and then Use without signing in for maximum security. Click the Add a Code button and then scan a QR code. Point your phone at your PC screen to scan that code. Boom. A 6-digit OTP code for Binance will be generated on your phone. Go back to Binance on the computer, click Next, and enter that 6-digit code from your phone. Now your account is officially secured. You'll need this code every time you log in or withdraw, which is what keeps the hackers far, far away. Now, let's get into the heart of the matter, the exciting part, getting some funds into your account. We're going to look at P2P, which stands for peer-to-peer trading. It's a very popular way to get started. On the top right, look for the wallet icon and click on Spot. From there, click Deposit and then select P2P trading. Now, you'll want to make sure you are on the Buy tab. I highly recommend starting with USDT. It's a stablecoin pegged to the US dollar, which makes it much easier to manage than buying Bitcoin directly when you're just starting out. Enter the amount you want to spend and choose your preferred payment method, like a bank transfer or a digital wallet. You'll see a list of sellers. Here's a pro tip. Look for sellers with a high number of completed orders and a rating of 95% or higher. That way, you know you're dealing with someone reliable. Click Buy USDT, read the seller's instructions carefully, and confirm the amount. You'll see their payment details, go to your banking app, send the money, and, this is important, once the money is sent, go back to Binance and click Transfer Notify Seller. You can even upload a screenshot of your receipt. Once the seller confirms, the USDT will drop right into your spot wallet. This time, let's learn how to trade futures on Binance. First, start by transferring the Tether USDT you will use as margin for your futures account. Click the wallet icon in the top right corner of the Binance home screen to enter the spot wallet. Click Transfer. Select Spot for the From section and USDT-M Futures for the To section. Select USDT for the coin and enter the transfer amount below. Click Confirm. The transfer from the spot wallet to the futures wallet is now complete. Let's start futures trading in earnest. Click Futures in the top menu. Click USDS-M Futures, which are dollar margined futures. This will take you to the futures trading screen. Click this part in the top left corner to select the coin you want to trade futures for. You can set up your futures trade in the right-hand menu. First, check the margin mode. Cross is a method that uses your entire asset balance in the futures wallet as margin, while isolated restricts the margin to a specific amount set when entering the position. For beginners, I recommend the relatively safer isolated mode. Next, set the leverage. You can set leverage up to 150 times. The higher the multiplier, the larger the position you can open with the same amount of capital, but the liquidation risk also increases proportionally. Therefore, it is easier for beginners or intermediate traders to manage their risk by using 3 times to 5 times leverage. Next is the trading method. If you use a limit order, you can specify your desired entry price and a market order is executed immediately at the current market price. Below that, check your available margin and set the price and quantity you want to trade in this section. Now, select the direction of the trade. If you expect the price to rise, click Long, and if you expect it to fall, click Short to open a position. Once the position is open, you can check its current status in real time in the Positions tab below. Entry price, your starting price. Mark price, the current market price. Liquidation price. If the price reaches this level, your position will be automatically liquidated. P&L shows your current return rate. If you click the pencil icon next to TP/SL, you can set your take profit and stop loss prices. Finally, to close the position, select your preferred method between market price closing, or limit price closing, under the Close All section. The position is now closed. This concludes the guide on how to trade Binance futures. If this video was helpful, please leave a like.